He's got to play mistake-free ball, operate the offense, get in and out of the huddle. And when he has opportunities to make plays downfield, he has to make them. Like, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Nick. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And he's going to be hit and drops right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger. But to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season in one more week.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34. Pickup of 9. Third down, 3 to go. And the pistol, Jackson ready. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
At the 41-yard line.
180. 180.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Baltimore.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Broncos nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This time they're ready for it. Wing to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Throwing. Nix. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. It'll bring up fourth down. On the return, it's Hill. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. Now trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Now it's Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. He'll complete that to his fullback. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
At the 32-yard line.
One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. So they come to the line for first down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Here's Mitchell. Space to run. Inside the 20. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's first and 10. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Ravens. The extra point is good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score. as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll get back to Javonte Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. Denver Broncos, 1st down.
On the ground, this is Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 12.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try.
The ball comes out. And the Ravens have come up with the football. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Pistol formation with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First grab this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one.
1st down, Denver.
Here's Nix to throw. That is run in downfield by Sutton. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular. Season, he picks up the first down with that one. Back to throw is Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, Nix going to look to throw. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
18 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix. He's got a receiver. That's Pat Bryant.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, here's Nix. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Denver.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's out wide to Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Watson's kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board just before halftime.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We're underway here in the wild card round. This the first of 3 games.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wild card game. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Hey, up, tonight.
Off the play fake. Jackson moving to his right. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On second down, a run with Mitchell. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take it
back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Dix, got to throw it here on first down. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos.
Broncos, first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Second and 10.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Forced out wide. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. The former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down. Throw it. Nix. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll bring this to about the 25. John Franklin Myers there to make the tackle.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll go again with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down shy of 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Another run here with Mitchell. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Third and a yard.
Third down and 1.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Baltimore first down. First and 10.
From the gun, Jackson.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
A shotgun snatch, and they give it to Mitchell. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Jackson looking to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Broncos.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Play action now. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And I think the Bronco player was able to get in there. He was. So Denver keeps possession of the football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun. He's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. Now a toss, left side with Mitchell. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And the Ravens are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mitchell trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
One more time with Mitchell. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. That is caught by the tight end. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Nix. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First grab this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. Here's Nix to throw. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal.
Now Nix going to look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Justice Hill to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at